Okay, recording started. Okay, so the cost is the selling price minus the profit. Same thing, profit is equals to selling price minus cost. So, how much was the profit? So now we want the cost. We don't want the profit. We got the profit. We got the profit, and it's 159.5. And what's the selling price? 1595. So now the cost. What is the cost? Can you get it? Can you try and do it? Take a minute or two.
But if we minus it, won't we get 0?
Say again.
If we minus them, won't we get 0?
Why are you gonna get a 0? Why do you think it's gonna be a 0?
Can I show you?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't give you the pen. Okay, show me. No, 1595 minus 1599.5. So 1595 minus 159.5.
So 159.5.
Okay, what are you supposed to do? Cost is equals to selling price minus profit. I did not say profit minus selling price. It's illogical to get the cost in the negative value. Something cannot cost you minus. Okay, Adya, we need to know how to arrange numbers when it comes to decimals. This is 0.0. This is 0.5. Okay, can you solve it, please? One, four, three, 5 points. Don't forget the point. Okay, so this is the cost. Cost is equals, this is what they asked. Look at the question again. Read the question again.
Find the cost price of the bed sheet if it was sold at rupees 50 with a profit of 10%. Okay, I got it.
Got it? Okay, let's go for the next one. 15. If an item
What's the
can you read
formula for
it?
loss?
Same thing
If
with
an
the loss.
item
Yeah.
lost.
Say again.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, like, how do we do for loss?
It's kind of the same thing. Can you try and think about it before I start explaining it? So the profit, what did we do? What did we do for profit?
So 5% will become 0.5.
Say, okay, yeah, that was your mistake earlier. 0.5 is 50%. 0.05 is 5%.
Oh, so I have to add 0.05.
Mm?
Okay, so $25.
0.05 times 500. Yeah, it's 25. Okay.
From now,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how much he's selling it. This is the loss. This is the loss, and this is the cost.
Equals to selling price.
So yeah. So the loss is equals to selling price minus cost. No. Earlier profit was equals to selling price minus cost. Now the loss is equals selling price minus cost as well, no? Selling price minus cost. Selling price is equals to loss is equals to selling price. This is the loss. Is equals to the cost minus selling price. I don't have the formula memorized. I'm just looking at it. So the selling price and the cost. So the loss is equals to cost minus selling price. Because you're at a loss. So the cost is higher than the selling price. So something costed you more than what you're selling it. So it makes sense. Adya, you're selling it for 500. Your cost was 500. So your selling price, if something costed you 500 and you're selling it for 575, are you at a loss or are you at a profit?
Wait, can you repeat?
If you bought something, if something costed you 500 and your answer is the selling price, SB. So if your SB is more than your cost, are you at a profit or at a loss?
Cost 100, I mean 500.
Hmm.
So the selling price, if it's 575,
First of all, how did you guess 575?
500 minus 25.
500 minus 25. How is 500 minus 25 more? The answer to it is more than 500. How is negating 25 from 500 is 575?
Oh,
You need
okay.
to
I
use
forgot to
logic.
take.
You need to use logic. Math is not just about numbers. The entire thing is logical. The entire thing. I've just explained the entire thing purely based on logic. If you are at a loss, your selling price cannot exceed the cost.
475.
475 is your selling price. You get it?
Yeah.
So did you understand why I put profit is equals selling price minus cost and why I put loss is equals to cost minus selling price?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try it out. Loss is equals to cost minus selling price. How much did you get for your selling price? You got 475. How much was the cost? 500. Check. This is a checking method. So you got 25. Is this correct? Yes, it is. 500 minus 475 is 25 is equals to 25. It's correct. Got it?
Yeah.
We'll do this one. 16 needed more explanation. Sushma sold her watch for this much. 3320 at a gain of 320. So is it I need to first identify with comparing quantities. You only have two things basically. You either have a profit or a loss. So which one is this? Is it a profit or is it a loss? What did they say? At a gain.
The profit.
Hmm. Yes, it is a profit because they said a gain. So what is the formula for profit? Can you just remember it without looking at your notebook? If you wrote it, I don't know if you wrote it. Did you write it earlier?
Selling price minus cost.
Yes, so selling price minus cost. Good, good, good. So it's logical now, right? You don't have to memorize it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she got a gain of 320. If we're earning a gain of 10%, she should have sold. Okay, so this is one sentence, and this is another sentence. So there are two number statements. So a sentence in math is called a number statement. So there are two number statements. Now, when she had a watch, now what was the profit? We said that the profit is 320. What was the selling price?
3,320.
3,320. So how much was the cost? Can you get me the cost, please?
To get the cost. I'm just gonna try it, okay? One second.
Yeah, 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 but this is like simple. Simple calculation.
Um, can I get a decimal?
Can you show me how you got a decimal?
I did division,
Why?
so we could remove.
Why did you do division? This is one of the moments where I would tell you logic error regardless of what your answer is. Adya, just look at this and solve it mathematically speaking.
Do I do 3,320 minus 320?
Exactly. Just do it as we learned how to do it.
Cost is equals to 3,000.
Okay. I agree with you. It's 100% correct. But we both agreed that sometimes when you do this very quickly, 50% of the time, now it's like 40% of the time or 30. I would give you like 30% of the time. Previously, it was a much higher percentage. Like for me to be fair, 30% of the time you're getting it wrong. So can you just please do it as we always do? Because when you're doing it in the way that we learned, you got a 0% chance of mistake. Okay, wait. Why did you put x equals? You don't have x on the left.
This.
You have we have minus x on the right.
I have to put minus x equals to.
Just keep minus x where it is and solve this mathematically speaking. What you're doing is 100. What you did, c is equals to 3,000, is correct. I'm just trying to teach you the proper method of doing it. Every single time, I'm always reteaching you the proper method of doing it, if you noticed. So this is something that is crucial. This is something that I need you to learn because maybe, maybe now you're able to do it. In grades 8, 9, 10, you're gonna struggle. So do you want to struggle a little bit now and be very comfortable later on? Or do you want the opposite?
Be comfortable.
Okay, so do it, please.
So now 3,000.
Do it, solve it. You do you. It is correct. I told you it is correct. It's just that I want to see the steps. As I told you last time. Step 1 had half a point. Step 2 had half a point. Step 3 had half a point. And step 4 had half a point. You are losing all of these points. And maybe if you got it correct, your teacher is going to give you all of the 2 marks. But if you got this wrong, at least you're getting a 1.5 or 1 or a half. At least you're getting something. Please keep this in mind. Yes, minus x is on the right. Keep it on the right. It's still on the right. This one went out with this one. Okay. Huh? Adia. 5 is equals to 3 minus x. Do it.
minus 3 and 3.
Okay.
Pi minus 3
Is 2 is
equals to
equals to minus x. What do you do here? This is where I want to reach with you. What do I do here? I've got minus x is equals to 2. What do you do? See? This is one of the scenarios where you need to be aware and you need to use this method so that you can know what to do. What do you do here? You multiply here the right-hand side by minus 1 and you multiply the left-hand side by minus 1. So what do you end up with? Minus 1 into minus x is equals to minus 1 into 2. So minus into minus x,
plus
minus into plus 2, minus 2. So x is equals to minus 2. You get it?
yeah.
Okay. So can you please do this one? Nothing has changed. It's the same thing, just bigger numbers. The same method hasn't changed. We've been doing it for 6 months. It didn't change. This is minus 3,320 minus 3320. Adya, please focus. This is plus minus. Is equals to minus x into minus 1 is equals to x. As I said earlier, x is equals to 3,000 is correct. I just want to see this. Once your teacher sees this, she's going to be like, oh, Adya, you're doing a great job. You know how to do this. You know how to do that. You know how to multiply. You know all of the steps. So yes, you're getting better. So the impression that you're going to give your teacher will change. Okay. Reset your brain. Let's go back to the question. Now, what is the cost? X is the cost, right?
Yeah.
X is the cost. So since X, the cost is 3,000. So the cost is 3,000. So what should I do? What is the second question? Read the second question, please.
For earning a gain of 10%, she should
Okay.
have sold the watch
So wait,
for
how much gain does she want?
10%.
10%. She should have sold the watch at 3,300. Okay, where's the question? Where's the question? There is no question. This is just, it's more of a statement. Did I miss the question 16?
1 second, let me
Okay,
just close the door.
sure. There is something wrong over here. There is no question, but we need to understand, like, the statements at least. These are mathematical statements, so we need to understand the mathematical statements at least. Over here, there is there a question? Can you see a question? This is something that will not like happen with you in the exam, but logically speaking, do you see a question?
No.
There is no question. But it's nice to know that I got the cost. And if I want to check, yes, 10% of 3,000 is 300. So yes. Now over here, the question might be find the cost and check. This might be the question. Okay? So when we got the cost, we got it at 3,000. What is 10% of 3,000?
33,000.
10% of 3,000. How much is it?
0.10. Do we do it into decimals?
Mm.
Mm.
So yeah, so it's 300. Check. Okay, how do you check here? Can you explain to me what is the checking method? What am I checking for?
Um, the selling price.
Yeah, so she said that she needs to sell it for 3,300. Correct. So I'm checking the selling price. Correct? So is the selling price compatible with what I got? Is the selling price compatible with what I got?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So that's it, basically. Okay? Okay, let's look at this one. This one is a bit lengthy. I believe so. But it's easy.
I don't understand rate of interest.
It's okay. It's just this another fancy way of saying percentages. So Radhika borrowed. He borrowed this much, $12,000. I don't know how to write rupees. From her friends. Out of which, so from this 4,000, from these 12,000, she borrowed $4,000 were borrowed at 18% interest. And the remaining, how much is the remaining?
15%.
Huh? No. The remaining amount. She took $12,000 as a loan. $4,000 of this loan was taken at 18%. So she took a credit card, maybe. So she asked, like,
Mm-hmm.
this is her. She asked some of her friends. This is her first friend. Her first friend gave her her credit card. Credit card. And she took $4,000 from her friend. And the credit card, usually, you need to pay extra, right? The bank is not going to give you free money and give it back the same amount. The bank needs to charge for an interest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the interest is 18%. Now, this is the first friend. The second friend, she how much? So she wanted $12,000. She took $4,000 out of her friend. How much is left? The remaining. How much is remaining from the 12,000? Basically,
8,000.
8,000. So this is $8,000 at what rate? 15%, right? Now, this
Yeah.
15% is per year, per year. So it's very easy. They gave you per year. They didn't tell you something called compounded. Thank God they didn't tell you compounded. Thank your teacher for not teaching you compounded. They're gonna say compounded monthly, compounded quarterly. It's trust me. Once you see these things, I usually have a heart attack. I took economics for engineers, so it's the most basic type of economics. This is economics. This is economics. What you're doing now is economics. I took economics for engineering, and I wasn't that interested in economics, so I took the course 3 times just because I didn't want to study economics. It's a whole bunch. It's a whole world. It's a whole bunch of formulas, and I don't know. It's very annoying. Over here, it's easy. They gave you per year. Okay. Now, this is how much you're paying per year. Now you don't have to memorize the formula unless your teacher gave you the formula. You can do it logically. Now don't ask me about the formula because I forgot it a very long time ago and I don't know which formula your teacher gave you. So I'm going to teach you the logical way of doing it, okay? Because I hate formulas and apparently you do too. So she took $4,000 at an 18% interest rate per year. Do you have a problem here?
No.
And then she took the rest, the remaining, at 15% per year. Do you have a problem here? Did you understand where the $8,000 came from?
Yeah.
Okay, now they're asking you after 3 years, how much are you paying? Let's just double check the question. What is the total interest after? Okay, they want the total interest after 3 years. So they want to know how much is she paying extra for these $12,000. So what do you think, Adya? I'm gonna leave you be and think about it. But no, the answer is not 18% times three. No.
No, I didn't say that. I asked what's the interest. What do you mean by interest?
Okay, when you take $1,000 from the bank and you're paying it back $1,100 back, the interest is the $100. So if I want to calculate the interest rate, what do I do? 1,100 minus 1,000 over 1,000. New minus old over old. So the interest rate over here, once I do the calculation, it's gonna be how much? 10% maybe. 100, let me just do it. 100
Why did
over
you
a
divide it by
1,000
1,000?
because new minus old over old.
Okay.
So 100, two zeros, two zeros. This is 1 over 10, so this is 0 0.1. 0 0.1 times 100, this is 10%. So the bank is taking 10% interest.
Okay, so for here we should
Over here, they gave you the interest rate, so you don't have to calculate this.
see.
They gave you the interest rate. Now, think with me for a second. I'm going to think out loud. Let us first get, I want you to get the first year. First. I want you to get the first year. I will explain the second and the third, but because the second and the third is a new idea for you, I don't expect you to fully understand it, but I'll try to see if you can understand it without me explaining it. But first, can you do the first year? Because the first year is the easiest.
4,000.
Hmm. Me wearing a lot of clothes is making me itchy. I swear I have like 5 or 6 clothes I'm wearing right now. You're lucky you're in Dubai. It's hot all the time. Perfect weather for people who like hot weather.
I want snow.
You want snow? Go to Europe. Okay, I already wrote this. I want you to do math.
So the first year is 4,000 and then the second year is.
I'll just put these here for space.
Wait, why did you write first year?
Hmm?
Why
Oh,
did you write first year?
because we need to get the how much interest are you paying in the first year alone?
Okay. Mm,
Okay. This is the percentage for. Ooh, let's do something. Let's do it like this. This is the left part is for the 4,000, the right part is for the 8,000. Sounds good? For organization.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
I
you
got
got this number. Let me just check it. 0.18 times 4,000. Yes, it's 720 for the first year. Okay, second year. Just let me check. 15% times 8,000. Yeah. Okay. Good. Easy or difficult?
C.
Easy. Now, this is where things are new for you. Now, we said that the first year, no, not second year. Why did you write second year? This is still in the first year. We didn't do second year yet. We're still at the first year. First year, you took 12K. You took 12K, $12,000. K is thousand. You took 12K. You took $12,000. The first year, on the first 4,000, you took two parts. They're separated into two parts. The first part is $720 for the first year, and then the second part with the $8,000, it's 1,200. It's $1,200 for the first year. Still for the first year. Now, once I need to go to the second year, this is where things get more interesting. Look what's going to happen. They didn't give you the formula. Did your teacher give you a formula?
No.
Okay.
For
You're
like
paying 4,000. I don't know how much is the payment. I don't know how much is the payment. You should have paid. Didn't they say anything about you making monthly payments? They should have told you how much she's paying in the first month, and sorry, like first year, how much she's paying for the first year. Let's assume, let's assume that your payment is $12,000 divided by 3. So by 3 years. No, that doesn't make sense. Uh
but isn't this the second year? I'm getting confused because I did 15%.
yeah. This is from your first friend and this is from your
Yeah,
second
this is
friend.
from
So you need to pay them both in the first year.
oh,
Let's just assume the price stays the same. It's simple with your grade. She shouldn't be complicating things. But now, instead of $4,000, or let's assume you paid 1,000. Okay, now what I'm doing with you is a theoretical exercise. It might not be the same solution for your exercise, okay? Because she should have told you like how much you're paying per year. She should have told you this. Uh, or just keep it as it is. Why complicate things? You're still in grade 8. Seven or 8. Sorry, I keep forgetting. 7. So let's assume over here this is how much you need to pay. The second year, you still need to pay the 4,000 and you need to pay the 720. So she made it easy on you. She did not tell you how much you're paying each year. So the calculation is much simpler. But I need you to double check with her. So write it down as a note. Tell her, teacher, I don't know how much she's paying per year. So how am I supposed to know? So ask her about this and show her this calculation. With economics, there are certain rules. With economics, there are certain rules. She should have told you how much she's paying per year or per month for her monthly payment. Otherwise,
So
we're
will I
just
ask
gonna.
her?
Hmm.
I'll ask her how much is she paying?
Yeah. Why do we need to know how much she's paying? Because of course she paid a certain amount in the first year, right?
Yeah.
So
So how much she's
and
paying in the second year?
so I need to like, okay, so let's say for example, I'll give you an example. Let's say she paid $1,000. This is the proper way of doing it. She paid $1,000. Okay, by the end of the first year, she paid $1,000 after she paid her interest. After the interest went in, sorry. So she paid 1,000. So 4,000 minus 1,000 is equals to 3,000, right? But you still got the interest rate. There is no exit from this, so I need to add 720. You get it? You get the question that you need to ask your teacher?
So I'll ask her how much she's paying in the second year.
Each year, how much is she paying each year?
Oh,
Now, let's assume that she did not pay a single penny. Okay? Let's assume she did not pay a single penny. Just let's assume it. So isn't the amount gonna increase by she didn't pay a thing. She didn't pay a thing. A single dime. They didn't tell you anything in the exercise that she paid, so we're gonna assume that she didn't pay. This is the proper way of thinking. But the proper way of solving is getting the number of money she paid each year. But they didn't give you this. So how am I supposed to know how much she paid a year? So you cannot. So you need to assume that she did not pay it for the first year, the second year, and the third year, and she paid it after the third year has finished. Okay? Do we agree till this point? So that I can start explaining.
yeah.
Do you understand the concept, the methodology of thinking?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec. I need to turn off these lights because they're annoying me. Okay. Ooh, wow. It's easier on the ice. I didn't know I was very annoyed until I turned off the lights. Okay, so the interest on the first year is 720. So now I have a total amount of 4,720. This is normal. If you don't pay anything to the bank, they're going to add the interest rate. This is why they tell you never use a credit card. If you want to use a credit card, you need to pay it full. This is why they tell you don't use money from a credit card because you're going to add your balance is now negative 720 in addition to the 4,000. Okay? Now, the second year, I'm going to have to do 0.18 again for the second year, but my new balance is 4,720. And the second year over here, the second year, 8,000 plus 1,200 because she didn't pay a thing. Now it's 9,200 times 0.15 till here. Now you will get the answers here. I will give you the numbers for simplification. 4,720 times 0.18. This is 849.6. And over here, 9,200 times 0.15. This is 1,380. So in the second year, you're going to have to pay this. This is your interest year for the second year, and this is your interest rate for the second year, and this is your interest rate for the second year. This is how much you're paying interest, which you didn't pay, obviously. Do you get it?
Yeah.
You get it?
Didn't pay.
Do the third one by yourself.
The third year?
Yeah. No. It's cumulative.
Huh?
You get it?
Cumulative.
Cumulative, yeah. It's cumulative. It adds up. Same concept.
The 4,000 plus 849.6.
Okay, 4,000 was for the first year. And you use the 4,000 to add the interest rate of the first year to get the new price that you're paying in the second year. Again, let's just choose normal numbers so that you can fully understand the first idea, then apply it to what we are doing. Let's not complicate stuff. Let's just keep them simple. This is your year one. Okay? Year one. You first wait before year one. Before put this here. At first you took a $1,000 loan and the interest rate is 10% per year. Okay? So how much you're not going to pay a single dime until 5 years. Okay?
Okay.
So how much do you need to pay for your first year for interest? Times 0.1, so that's going to be this is interest. I'm just speaking about interest now. This is $100. You're going to pay $100 in interest. I'm going to circle interest in red. This is an interest. So this is an interest. So how much do you need to pay? This much is how much you need to pay. Let me change. Let me associate colors with ideas. Um, this is the original one from the previous one. Wait, let me just. This is $1,000 loan. So the $1,000 plus the $100, right?
Oh,
So white is the total. White is the total for year one. Now I need to go for year two. Year two. Year two, I've got 1,100 times also 0.1, so 10%. So how much is this going to be? 110. This is the interest rate. This is the interest that I'm paying in year two. Interest in year one. Interest in year two. Now, if this is the interest in year two, how much should I pay? I still need to pay the 1100 plus the 110. Wait, let me change colors. This should have been in red. And this shouldn't. Okay, yeah.
that's what I was doing, right?
I'll show you what you were doing. What you did earlier in year three. Okay, how about you do year three now and I'll tell you what was your mistake.
Mm, one.
Okay, this was your mistake. This is plus 110. This is $1,210. So this one I'm gonna change the color to pink or purple. So now I'm supposed to get this one here
Oh, oh, so
because it's
times
cumulative.
0.1.
So this one times 0.1, I'm getting $121 as an interest rate, right?
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do? 1,210 plus 121.
1 to 1.
Exactly. So 1,331. Right?
Yeah.
Now we're not done. We're not done. This is just the calculation. Now, what did they want? I'm going to use white. What did they want? They wanted the interest in all 3 years. So the interest in the first year and the second year and the third year. The interest in the first year was $100. The interest in the second year was 110, and the interest in the third year is 129. So adding them all up, I'm gonna get to $331 is the interest amount that I am paying for all 3 years for $1,000. You get it?
Three.
Yeah, for all 3 years.
For
Now I
all
want you
three.
to try something. I want you to try something. $1,000 at a 10% per year. Were you able to do 10% times 3? No.
No.
Let's try. Let's try this theory. This is a theory. This is a theory of many students. Now let's try. How much did I pay in total? I paid $331. So 331 divided by 1,000. How much is it in percentage? I want the percentage. Give it a try.
0.331.
0.331 times 100%, 33.1%, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were trying the theory, how much would have you gotten? 30%. So this is why we don't multiply by 3. You get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so do it again. This was 4,000 at an 18%, and it was an 8,000. I'll help you with the numbers. Or you do the numbers. You need to be able to do the numbers by yourself. I'm not giving you the numbers. At 15%. I want year 1, year 2, and year 3 interest amount. Do it. You can scroll up and down because this is a new idea. But if you're able to do it without scrolling, that would be amazing.
Here will be 720.
I want you to do it. I'm not going to say anything.
Now, what was the question?
Yeah, yeah, do it all. Do it all.
Can you show the question again?
Get me the interest of all 3 years.
Do we do 4,000 times 0.10 or 720 times 0.10?
Do it by yourself, and I'll correct you afterwards. By the way, why did you do 0.10? I gave you the percentage as 18%.
So we
For
have
the
to do
4,000.
0.80.
0.18, yes.
So if we do that, we'll get the same answer, 720.
Exactly. That's what's troubling me. Why are you doing it again? You already have 720. You already have the second one, 1,200.
Is this correct?
Why are you multiplying the interest by the interest? Why are you multiplying the interest with the interest rate? Why aren't multiplying the interest amount with the interest rate? What do you do? What are you supposed to do with the interest amount?
Multiply.
Multiply. Okay, I need a sentence.
Interest rate multiplied with the amount.
The total amount for the second year. This is something you're supposed to do for the second year. Okay, Adya, what is this 720? Why did you write 720 and 1,200? You just remembered the numbers earlier and you plugged them in. Please don't do that again. Just do it all over again.
Just 720.
Okay, 4,000 times 0.18 is 720.
Yeah.
That is the interest rate for the first year. So please organize your thoughts. Organize your thoughts properly. Organization is key. 4,000 times 0.18 is 720. Boom. And try not to write first year because it's taking a lot of space. Just write first. Just write first. Now, 8,000 times 0.15 is equals to 1,200. What is the 720 and what is the 1,200? What are these? What are these numbers?
The interest rate.
Okay, so the second year now. Go. This is where things get more interesting. The first one, you were able to do it very easily. Now, the second one is the more challenging one. I need you to gather all of your mental capacity, please.
In the last one, we multiplied it, right?
Try. I'm here.
But since I was doing 720 times, I don't know what to multiply that with.
Okay, what do you do with the 720? You still did not
Multiply
pay. Okay, listen to what I'm trying to say. You still didn't pay the 4,000 and you need to pay the 720.
4,000 minus 720.
Again, I didn't say you paid the 720. I said you didn't pay the 720. If I said 4,000 is something you didn't pay and 720 is something you paid, yes, you do 4,000 minus 720. But if I told you 4,000 is something you didn't pay and 720 is something you didn't pay, I know you like numbers, so I know you like dollars, so this must be easy for you. So if you didn't pay 4,000 and you didn't pay 720, what are you supposed to do in economics?
Add.
Okay.
So it will be 4,720.
Yeah. What do you do with the 4,720? This is your balance for the second year. What do you do with it?
Mm.
What do you do with it? You still didn't pay it, and you've got interest to pay. The bank saw, you didn't pay the 720. Okay, we're gonna add it to your 4,000. You didn't pay the 4,720. Okay, we're gonna add another 18% to your balance. You can keep on doing this until the end of time, until we put you in jail, and we're gonna sell all of your stuff so that we can get our money back.
Do I multiply?
Okay, can you stop asking me and start doing? If you didn't understand what we did earlier, ask me. I didn't understand. I'm not going
The
to say a
amount.
single thing until you finish the second year and finish the third year. This is all on you now. Second, third is on you. I'll stop talking now. I'll even. You're all on your.
Can I do the second year for this side also?
Yeah, I need you to do the second year for this side.
Do I add 4,710 plus 849.6?
That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Good job. See, I left you alone for 5 minutes. You figured it out. Good. I need to leave you by yourself more. You're too reliant on me. You rely on me too much. You know, Adya, you know that when like baby birds know how to fly, the mama bird kicks them out. At some point, I'm not gonna be your teacher anymore. You need to learn how to do stuff by your own. Your mom is gonna kick you out once you marry. Your own mother, but she still loves you, not like the mama bird. Hey, how is this 13,000? Where's the point?
Here.
Make it present, yeah. Make it like when you're doing it on a paper, please like let the teacher know this is a point.
Does that look like a 6 or 0 to you?
At first it was a 0 without a decimal. Or just follow you the numbers. Adya!
Yeah.
Adya! I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep on saying Adya until you figure it out. Figure it out. Adya!
The decimal?
How is 4,000 plus something is equals to 1,000? Logically speaking. Logic error. Adya, you need to understand something.
Oh.
When a logic error occurs, you know, like when in Cartoon Networks, they're gonna be like, there's something wrong. You need to do the same. Okay. Go. Logically speaking, adding 4,000 to something, 4,700, so close to 5,000, and adding 800, so close to 1,000. How on earth is it 1,300? A logic error.
Seven.
That's my new sound for the logic error. Whenever you hear me say that sound, you need to automatically know there's a logic error. Mm. Mm. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now they're asking you, you're done with the calculation and stuff, but yeah.
So
Uh,
now we have to add all of them together.
wait, you're not done yet. What is missing? What is missing from here? You got the previous amount. Sorry, you got the current. Sorry, you got the current amount of year three. So what are you supposed to? The question itself is asking, what is the interest for all 3 years? So did you get the interest for the third year? No. I'll give you the decimal thingy just for the sake of time. 5569.6 times 0.18. It's 1,002.528.
1,002.
1,002. 1,002.
Oh, 1.
1,002 point. No, 1,002. Aria.
1,
1,002.
2.
1002. 1002.
Oh,
1002.528. And the second one is 1587. This is how much interest you're paying for the third year. Now, they're asking you to get the total amount of interest paid in 3 years. What are you supposed to do? Wait, let me give you the number again.
1,500.
1587. Hey, I didn't say 1500.87. I said 1587. $1,587. So now the question is asking you, what is the total amount of interest that you paid for the, or that you need to pay for all 3 years? Do it. Mhm. 1,002. Copying mistake. Okay. I hate it when you do copying and silly mistakes. I just hate it. My skin starts itching. Okay, this is for the 4,000. Don't forget the 8,000. This is the interest on the 4,000 alone. So keep this one. Yeah. I'll cop.
Sorry.
I'll copy and paste to help you. This is 1,002. This is 1,002. This is for the 4,000. This is 1,002. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Okay. This is 1,002. This is the third one. And this is the second one. Okay. These are all of the amount. This one is for the 8,000. This is for the 8,000. Yeah. And that one is. Hmm. My back is killing me. Oh. I'm sleepy. Faster, please. Hmm. Okay, good. Now, this is them. Now they want the total interest. You got the
When you
interest
add
of the
both
four
numbers up.
thousand, yeah, and you got the interest of the 8,000. Okay, cool. I'll stop.